So basically, recently I have figured out how to get modding done on my PlayStation 4. There was a jailbreak released for it that I didn't know about, the 6.72 jailbreak. And when I found out that was a thing, which was recently, I decided to jailbreak it. And I had the idea, after learning a bit about what you could do, to try and get some Fallen Order mods, model mods, and a logic mod or two over to see if it would work. If the system was the same, how it would work. And I got it to everything pretty much works, other than textures, but that I believe is because of some weird thing with PS4 textures or the way UE4 cooks it for PS4. But everything else works fine. I took a model off of Nexus, and I did a bunch of stuff. Logic wise, I actually only changed the color, but still to prove that it can be done. So I'm just gonna kind of show what I did. I'm not. This isn't like a tutorial or anything. I'm not gonna show exactly how I did it and all that. I'm just going to show the basic workflow, I guess you could say, of what I did with just the code that I used, the model that I used, which is actually from Alex Poe. It's his Mandalorian mod, and then how I just installed it on the PS4, and I'm gonna show it in action. So without further ado, let's get through this. So basically, the way the logic mod that I wrote worked is it just because the PS4 doesn't work with the mod loader. Obviously, the mod loader is a DLL meant for PC. I can't just set it up like I would for a normal PC mod. I actually have to overwrite something. So I overwrote the drop pod that was used in the main menu. Once I overwrote the blueprint, it's an entry point into the game. You're able to spawn your own stuff and do what you want. So inside of that, I was able to spawn my mod actor. And in my mod actor, it's really simple. I wanted a little test, so on event tick, if it detects the right D-pad button pressed, because I didn't see it do anything else, once that's pressed, it'll get the player hero, and it'll basically get the lightsabers, and it'll change the colors of them to pink instantly. I don't know why I added a sequence. I must have been doing something else and I forgot to move it, but that is the general way that it's supposed to work. And as you can see, I have the Mandalorian mod downloaded from Alex Poe, and just like how I would for PC, I just drag the pack into the packs folder for the game, and I'm just going to rename it to add a dash PS4 at the end. I don't think it's necessary, but I just kind of like to keep it organized because that's what I was doing already, so I'm just going to do that. I already made my pack, so I'm just going to drag that over and rename it as well. It's, it's exactly the code that I showed before. I already did it. I didn't do anything special. I packed it like you would for a standard PC mod. All I'm doing is renaming it with an underscore P because it is overwriting stuff. And then we'll package it for as a PS4 patch, and that's how this works. The way this works is it believes that it is a game patch. And it installs the patch, and it moves the packs to the files. So that's how it pretty much works, and that's what we're going to be doing now that we have our packs loaded in. We're going to generate a .gp4 file, or at least I am, because you need to do that so that it can create a fake package file. I mean, I don't know all the logistics. I'm not a PS4 jailbreaker or anything like that. I just know that this is what I have to do. So that's what I did, and it allows you to make the fake package file, and then you can install it to the fake package on the PS4, and the fake package being the actual game. And I open this fake package programmer, or not programmer, generator. I open this fake package generator and then select the patch GP4, and then I can just build the patch. And it'll build it into something that I can install on the jailbroken PS4 as a patch for Fallen Order. Alright, now that we're over to the PS4 after it's done packaging and doing all of its stuff, which could take a bit because it was verifying the files, all I want to do is just install it. like I would any other package file on the jailbroken PS4. Now that it's done, I can just load up the game, and I'll show real quick that the version is actually the version I said 1.69. That isn't an official version, but it is what I had it set to. Now let's boot up the game, and I'm going to speed forward a bit because this PS4 takes forever to load anything in the game. And as you can see, the Mandalorian model is popping up, it's showing up. It did in fact overwrite and replace the default hero mesh. Like I said before, the textures unfortunately don't work. I don't know how to do that. I might look into that, but this was all for testing, and I'll show you. This is on the PS4. PC isn't connected or anything. The Mando mod does work. It does have the cape because this was the full version, but I forgot to go into the settings and change the ponchos, so it didn't show it. So that's my bad there. But other than that, it works. You can see the lightsaber's blue, and we're going to try and set it to pink by pressing the button. And apparently I did something wrong because it tried to do split screen. And looking back at the code, I found out, or not the code, I found out that the pack that I put inside of our patch was actually a pack from March 6th. So that was about 10 days ago. So repackaging it now with the proper code that I did, and then we'll just do the same thing that we did before with the patch, where we just put it in there, package it, and then install it on the PS4, and then hopefully this time we'll be the lucky charm, and we'll be able to see a pink lightsaber. So now we're opening up the game again. Again, this is sped up because the no point in showing this whole thing again. It's just the intro. And we are back in game. The Mando mod still works. The packs for it still works. I already showed that, so I'm going to go a little bit past that, but I did want to show that it still works. You can have two packs in one patch, and they would both work. Now, you can see the lightsaber is blue like it's supposed to be by default, and when I press that button, boom, right D-pad button turns it to pink. And funny enough, I didn't know this. This might just be a Fallen Order thing on the PS4, but apparently it changes your controller color to the same color as your lightsaber. So I guess the more you know. But it did work. It changed it without having to go to the desk or anything like in game. I don't even know if pink's a color. I never really beat the game, but it does work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's you can do a lot. I can do a lot of stuff with it, but this was more of a test because I was bored and I just jailbroke my PS4. Not that I plan to really use it anymore. I was gonna get rid of it if it didn't have a jailbreak anyway. But that was pretty much, yeah, that's pretty much it.